And on the 9th day after he made a farmer, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a processor. So God made a miller. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, unload trucks, sweep the floors, load trucks, eat in a break room, and then go to Aggieville and stay past closing time. So God made a miller. I need somebody with legs strong enough to climb 40 flights of stairs when the man lift is down, and yet gentle enough to tiptoe past the manager's office when he is 15 minutes late clocking in for his shift. Somebody to know grain and flour specs, size screens and sieves, tame rollers out of alignment, come home hungry, have to wait for dinner until his son and daughter's soccer match is over, and tell them they played great and it was a fun match to watch, and mean it. So God made a miller. God said, I need somebody willing to be on call 24 hours a day, set the mill to meet a flour salesman deadline while arranging workers for overtime on weekends and a holiday, only to find out the wheat coming by rail will be 2 days late. He can dry his eye and with a shoulder shrug say, maybe next week. I need somebody who can fix a spout with baling wire in a pop can, can open a rail car with a crowbar, package flour, wrap pallets, and change propane on a forklift, and who, during key baking season and harvest time, will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, then with dust-filled eyes put in another 72 hours. So God made a miller. God had to have somebody willing to wear whites, hairnets, and bump caps while relocation companies moved his family once again across the nation, and yet be willing to race to a golf outing when a friendly vendor or micro-ingredient supplier randomly comes to town. So God made a miller. God said, I need somebody strong enough to lift roller bearings, yet gentle enough to slick fourth brake fines and set purifier air, and change a sieve on the all-important Rebolt sifter, who will base his bonus pay on the passing of quarterly AIB audits and not even squint when catching a whiff of the Mids truck driver that showed up at midnight. It had to be somebody who gave it their all and cut no corners like Arlen Ward and Doc Eustace had taught them. Somebody willing to clean, glean, mill flour, and feed by splitting streams and knowing flow sheets, segregating and tempering wheat while still knowing who the cats played last night and beat. Somebody who'd bale a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing, who would laugh and then sigh, and then reply with his smiling eyes when his son says he wants to spend his life wearing purple, just like my dad does. So God made a miller.